Welcome to This Explainer. We're diving into the bizarre, mind-blowing, and frankly, beautifully gross realities of the animal kingdom today. If you think you've got the creatures living in your backyard or out in the wild all figured out, well, prepare to have your perspective completely shifted. We're going to look closely at the data and the biology to reveal the real truth about nature. Okay, let's dive right in and uncover some of the extraordinary hidden behaviors of the animals we share this planet with. What animal has teeth stronger than titanium or remembers its enemies for 5 years? We're going to answer all of that and so much more, unpacking the hidden superpowers and surprisingly dark habits of creatures you thought you understood.
Section 1. Tiny but terrifying micro monsters.
Let's start with snails. They might seem like slow, harmless little blobs, right? But look at this number. Across the 60,000 plus species found everywhere on Earth, even in Antarctica, most of them have over 14,000 teeth. And get this, they aren't where you'd expect. They're hidden right on their tongue. Some species are even more terrifying. Venomous cone snails are actually cannibals that shoot a harpoon-like tooth to kill their prey. And this brilliantly illustrates the extreme biology we're dealing with. The teeth of a specific guy called the limpet snail are made from the hardest biological material ever known. We always hear about spider silk being stronger than steel, but limpet teeth are literally stronger than titanium. If a house cat had these teeth, they'd easily be the most dangerous animal on the planet. But, they aren't always on the attack. These heavily armored creatures are also incredibly heavy sleepers. A snail's life is only about 9 years long, but they can sleep straight for 3 years at a time. They literally spend a third of their entire lives taking a nap. But then again, considering how much we humans love to sleep, who are we to judge? Let's move over to caterpillars and see how this builds on our understanding of extreme biology. Here's another wild comparison for you. Look at this breakdown. Humans have a measly 629 muscles in our bodies. A caterpillar? They flex an astonishing 4,000 muscles. They are absolutely the bodybuilders of the insect world. But those 4,000 muscles don't last forever. When that super-muscled caterpillar undergoes metamorphosis, it enters a cocoon and literally turns into a liquid puddle before reforming into a butterfly. But here is the truly mind-blowing part. Studies show that butterflies actually retain the memories they formed when they were still caterpillars, even after completely dissolving into liquid. We think humans are the memory kings, but nature definitely has us beat here. So the crucial point to take away here is that beautiful butterflies hide a pretty dark secret. They actually almost never poop, utilizing all their food for pure energy. But to get the essential nutrients and salts they don't get from flower nectar, they turn to completely unhinged diets. They will drink muddy water, sweat, urine, and yes, butterflies drinking blood is a real thing. Section 2. Bizarre polar extremes. Answer this simple question for me. What color is a polar bear's fur? If you answered white, you are in for a massive surprise. Underneath that coat, a polar bear actually has dark skin, just like a brown bear. And their hair? It isn't white at all. The hairs are actually transparent, colorless, and completely hollow, just like a microscopic straw. The air inside these hollow hairs scatters light in such a way that our eyes perceive it as white. It works exactly the same way a colorless snowflake looks white to us. Now, these incredible marine mammals spend more than half their lives in the water, swimming non-stop for hundreds of miles, hunting down seals. And because their seal diet is so incredibly high in vitamin A, the polar bear stores it all in its liver. It stores so much, in fact, that to put it into perspective, eating a single polar bear liver contains enough concentrated vitamin A toxicity to theoretically take out 52 people. Moving down to the opposite pole, the Antarctic. Fun little fact here, the word Arctic means bear, and Antarctic literally means no bear, which is exactly why polar bears and penguins never meet. Down in the Antarctic, we find penguins, and their skeletal structure reveals a wild truth. They are basically doing a permanent, lifelong wall sit. Their skeleton forces them into a continuous squatting position for their entire lives. Aside from their bizarre posture, penguins have some beautifully dark social habits too. For instance, if an emperor penguin mother loses her own chick, she might actually kidnap another mother's chick while the parents are distracted. But the grieving mother doesn't keep it. After about a week, she loses interest, leaves the kidnapped chick behind, and something walks away. Section 3. The Avian Masterminds. Crows. They're highly social, monogamous creatures that check in on their aging parents, but they also have a shockingly human-like relationship with death. They actually understand what it means to die. When a friend or relative dies, they attend funerals to mourn. They will even examine the deceased in a makeshift post-mortem to figure out the cause of death so they can avoid it next time. And if a fellow crow is the one who committed the murder, the group will literally execute the offender. It gives a whole new meaning to a murder of crows. What's really interesting is how their memory dictates their relationships with humans. A crow will remember your specific face for 5 years, even if you wear a mask. If you hurt one, they hold a massive grudge. They'll dive bomb you for revenge, share your facial information with their crow workers so their friends can attack you too, and researchers even believe they can pass that grudge down to the next generation. Treat them well, however, and they might just bring you shiny objects to say thank you. Section 4. Surprising Rabbit Pet Truths. Let's look closer to home.
Rabbits are incredibly efficient eaters, meaning they convert food to body mass beautifully. But their method is a bit shocking. They actually have 2 kinds of poop. One is normal, but the other is a highly nutritional batch called night poop. To maximize their nutrient intake, all rabbits bend down and eat this nutritional poop directly from themselves as it comes out, every single day. Most owners never even see the whole shebang happen.
And for any pet owners watching this explainer, please take note. You cannot just feed your rabbits soft carrots and fruit as their main food. A rabbit's teeth never stop growing. They absolutely require rough materials like hay or grass to grind their teeth down. If they don't have that roughage, their teeth will continue to grow until they literally go through their own skull. It is a deadly mistake to make, so keep that hay stocked. Section 5. Nature's Frankenstein Amphibian. Naturally found in only one place on Earth, near Mexico City in Lake Xochimilco, these famous little creatures with feathery gills and baby faces are actually salamanders. With over 700 species of salamander out there, most babies look exactly like this. But while normal salamanders grow up and change their bodies entirely, the axolotl is stuck permanently in its larval baby phase. They just never grow up. But their true claim to fame is that they are nature's ultimate Frankenstein. Because of their biology, they have been lab rats for over 150 years. Look at this list. They are able to completely regenerate severed limbs, their brains, their hearts, and their spinal cords as if nothing even happened. Scientists have even cut off limbs and stitched them onto different places on the axolotl's body, and the creature will seamlessly fuse with it, functioning perfectly, sometimes resulting in a 5-legged amphibian. We have covered some truly unbelievable ground today, from Titan-strength snake teeth and kidnapping penguins to immortal larval salamanders that can regrow their own hearts. Nature is far weirder, more brutal, and infinitely more fascinating than we often give it credit for. So I leave you with this question. If animals can drink blood, pass down generational grudges, and regrow their own brains, what other bizarre biological secrets are just waiting to be discovered in your own backyard? Keep observing, keep learning, and I'll catch you in the next one.